Julian is very tired.
Hi.
Hello! I'm also very tired, so we might be yawning a lot in this video.
Star Trek 12. So very tired. Remember?
Yeah. So very tired.
Let's try to keep this a short episode.
Okay. So we will begin by talking about the Retroday.
The Retroday.
The Retroday is an event in Belgium where all thrift stores take out the special goods, the vintage toys, but also furniture, records, things like that, and sell it at sometimes high prices, but sometimes also good prices. Mm-hmm. It's always a mad rush. Check out Julian's, last year's video.
Yeah,
Julian,
I had some footage.
He had some footage about people actually fighting,
Shouting.
not fighting with their hands, but because somebody was skipping ahead in the line and everything, so...
Me included.
He included because he was late. This year we were there at 8.
So the store opened at 10.
Yeah.
We were there at 8.
And there was really nobody there.
There was one guy.
Yeah, one guy.
We were second in line.
We were second in line.
So we had to wait for 2 full hours.
Yeah, it was not horrible.
Madness.
It was, because I was also very tired.
We ate fake Snickers.
Yes.
To pass the time.
Pass the time. And I went scouting ahead the day before.
Yes.
And I had seen
You cheated.
I cheated. I had seen a stack of NES games with their black covers turned around in the cupboard. So I was because there are also ropes where you cannot pass behind the day before. So I was pretty sure nobody would have noticed. So that's why we went to that thrift store first. So I got a lot of goodies there.
Yes.
Let's check it out. So first up is a stack of NES games. So for those of you who didn't comprehend, they were like this in a cupboard, and I just recognized, which is kind of creepy maybe. So
you have no life.
I have no life. And also I couldn't see the title, so I didn't know if it were good games or bad games. So let's start off by the penultimate classic. These were all €2, by the way.
Yeah, so that's a good price.
That's a very decent price. Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Don't know why I actually took this in the end, because...
You just took all NES games.
Yeah, I took them all, that's true. I wasn't...
You wanted to catch them all.
I wanted to catch them all. Gremlins 2. Also, don't know why I took this, because it's like the 3rd time I have this game.
I don't have it. I don't need it because
it's not boxed.
No.
I think I have it boxed.
It's not even like that.
I actually have it boxed. Gremlins 2.
I don't want to have a backlog.
Another one that I don't get why I picked it up, World Cup, which is a good game, but I also already have it boxed. This is actually the only one I don't have. Hogan's Alley, which is a Zapper game.
Starring Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I don't know, some police officer, I don't know who Hogan is in this game. Adventure Island 2, the American version. I already have this, but it's a cover variant, so I'm probably gonna hold on to this one.
Because you're a nerd.
Yeah, and also Adventure Island is one of my all-time favorite games.
It's with the skateboarding kit?
Yeah, it's actually Wonder Boy from Sega. The first Adventure Island is actually the Nintendo port of a Sega game, so they couldn't use the name Wonder Boy in the music, so they just changed the music and they gave him a hat.
So it's allowed to just use the same...
Well, it's the same developer, but not the same publisher.
Okay.
So Westone sold the game again to Hudson Soft.
Okay.
And he just has a hat, that's the only difference. And he's a bit fatter, I think. But starting from the second game, while the Wonder Boy series turns into an adventure Zelda-esque kind of series, the Adventure Island series stays true to the original platformer and actually becomes a very fun series.
So how many titles are there?
I think you have 3 on the SNES, and then 2 on the SNES, and 2 or 3 on the Game Boy. And
so nothing in the current era.
Well, you have a GameCube one, That's like the budget series that they remade it in with 3D graphics. I think it's only released in Japan. I don't have it. And I think it was also on PlayStation 2 probably. So those are the last games starring Master Takahashi or something. Master Higgins.
Takahashi, that's someone else.
No, it's Master Higgins, the heroes. And there's also a very good one on the PC Engine. So in the last game is a really expensive title, Rockin' Cats from Atlas. So in Europe this is a €40 game, and the US version is like a $80 game.
And this is the US version.
This is the US version.
So it does make me wonder, why are there 2 American games in a Belgian thrift store? Because they're not region free, right? So
no, you had to
the
use an
original
adapter.
owner had to be an American, or
No. A lot of video stores imported American games because they were much cheaper, and they were often released a year or 2 years before their European counterparts.
And there was a common adapter to be found in Belgium as well?
I don't have it by hand here, but you can put 2 games in there, and then the last game actually controls a region lockout, in the first game just
like
play.
the passport of
yeah.
64.
But they didn't know this back in the day, but you only have to cut one leg on the NES's motherboard, and everything works. So they all made plastic adapters and stuff like that, but it's all unnecessary.
Can you imagine someone in a GoCon? Can you cut one leg? It's like the mafia.
Yeah, but it's really stupid, and they only figured it out years later, apparently. So, if any of you American guys want to trade this game, because I already actually have an American copy, and this one is up for grabs.
Yes.
Can you? And there's my other copy up there. Yeah. Thank you, Julian. So, you're probably going to be getting this copy. This one has a corner which has been cut a little bit, and this one has a bit of yellowing, so it's kind of a debate which maybe I should keep both. So if anyone wants to trade, send me a message or contact me on Twitter.
But Thomas is very picky, so what do you want?
Yes, I want other cool games. I will put my collection list in
or maybe your wish list.
But I don't really. I want everything.
He wants it all. He wants it now.
I want all the 8 and 16-bit games ever.
That's why you're called 16-bit.
Indeed.
Your son will be 8-bit.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't like the Nintendo 46 because
64.
Nintendo 64 because that's not one of my favorite.
You don't like it?
I like it, but I think it's overrated. Not a lot of good games on it.
Was actually my first solo console, home
solo.
Yeah, because I got the SNES together with my nephew.
Yeah.
N64 was the first one I got for my own, and so it always had a special place in my heart because it was my first real system. And I still think there's a lot of good games, but maybe that's a discussion for another time because this is a short episode.
So we walked around then for a bit, and I think we even looked at the records first.
Yeah.
And then we came in at the front of the store, and there were still a lot of games there.
Yeah, so not a lot of people interested in
games. So these are also €2 a piece for the SNES. These are the 2 I didn't have: Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and just regular Mortal Kombat. So nice to have these for €2 a piece. This one is actually a bit more expensive.
So what does it go for?
I think 20, 30 something.
Wow, €2 is a good.
Yeah, but the label it's like the only one that I really want is a
You've been wanting it for the longest time?
No, not really. Then these 3 I already have: Super Mario All Stars, which I actually picked up for you. So here you go.
No. My backlog.
And Aladdin, which I also already have, and SimCity, which I even have boxed.
Aladdin is apparently a very good game.
Yeah,
it's not. The Mega Drive version is better, right?
It's not better, it's different, but they're both good games. And next to that awesome stack of SNES games, there were also a lot of Game Boy games. These were actually €1 a piece. This is one of the few I don't have. Well, maybe you can take them out of the boxes.
Yeah, because I'm your assistant.
My assistant Julian will show you the game. Home Alone 2. A really weird game on the Super Nintendo.
I have the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah.
It's not a good game.
No, it's not a good game. Burger Time Deluxe.
That was my 5th game back in the day, so I got this one
Which
full price.
I think I don't have.
It's a good game.
I'm certain I never played it. Prehistoric Man, which I bought a couple of weeks before for €5, and now I got it for €1. So, bummer.
The lesson is, Thomas, never buy anything
for €5. Tennis, I don't think I have this one.
Isn't this one of the launch games?
Yeah, and it's also a 2-player game. I think you can.
It even has the same font as Tetris. Well, almost the same font.
Double Dragon, which I don't have for the Game Boy, so I have it now. And the penultimate, one of the best games in my nostalgic memory, I think, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Very good game, not too difficult actually, but the game that introduced Wario, it's the first game starring Wario. He's still
the villain here.
The villain here, yeah. In the next game, he's the hero.
Protagonist.
Yeah, protagonist is a better word. And then we also went to another Opnieuw & Co. And there I found one more game, and that's Tiny Toons Adventures, Bab's Big Break.
I've never seen the Tiny Toon cartoon, but I should. It's a Spielberg production.
It was a lot when we were kids.
No, sorry, that was Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, now I'm confused. Isn't that the same thing? No. Almost the same thing.
Yeah, they're both like attitude.
But they're both Warner Bros. Characters in a younger setting, right? Tiny Toon is also Warner Bros.
I don't know if the Animaniacs. I don't think they're in a younger setting. They were just
young
kids.
They're 3 young kids.
Yeah, but
what is it about? I've never seen it. Animaniacs.
It's the same thing as Tiny Toon.
That's what I mentioned. It's the same thing.
But it's more. I think they have more tooth and more like. You never saw it. What?
It's a confusing explanation, Thomas.
Yeah, I saw it a lot when we were kids. I thought it was pretty popular.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I only have a McDonald's. So.
Also picked up.
This one I found for you.
Yes, you did.
You don't remember? I said, hey, here's an 8mm from you. Said, yoink.
Yoink. And it's Laurel and Hardy, Les Bricoleurs.
Which is like the
construct, like the.
Yeah.
I haven't.
The maintenance man.
The maintenance,
like that.
Yeah. So that's it for video game. Well, one more, but that was at the end of the day. So let's go into the records, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
I picked up a lot of records. They were €1 a piece, so why not?
This one is in excellent condition.
Yeah. Madonna, True Blue. This is the second album, I believe.
Or maybe the third.
The third?
Yeah. I think her first album was called The First Album.
Yeah.
The second one was like a version. I think this is the third. But I'm not a Madonna expert, so don't quote me on that.
These were from mostly the Opnieuw & Co. in duffel, I think. Have we bought
duffel.
Duffel.
A duffel bag.
A duffel coat. New music. This looked like a pretty cool record, so I asked the guy to put it on. And it is indeed a new wave record, so I bought it instantly.
Talk about new music. Talk about.
This one you found for
me? Yeah,
I
found for you.
One of my favorite songs, The Safety Dance.
You told me it was your favorite song of all time.
Yeah, it is actually. It's a kind of...
It's a guilty pleasure.
It's a guilty pleasure. When I was younger and we went out to dancing, I would always ask the DJ, hey man, play The Safety Dance. And everyone was like, no way, man. And one time, a female DJ did it for me and the whole room was like...
Do you remember how you found out about the song? I mean, the first time you heard it, or...?
I think I was in a car with a friend and it was just on the radio or something.
Okay.
When I was already 18, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Disc Charge, which is the only disco record I bought.
It's hilarious cover art.
Mostly for the cover art, but it's actually pretty nice. The best song I think is Come and Get Your Love, the second album on
Is it the famous Come and Get Your Love?
Yeah, I think it's a roll covers. New Models, Sights and Sounds, which is also a new wavy punk style record. Never heard of the band before, but I like the records. Foreigner, very famous, world famous band.
I wanna know what love is.
I think,
Want you to show me.
and Growing Up the Hard Way is also very. Don't remember how it goes right now, but also a very good song. This one you also pointed out to me, I think. Jazz. Yeah.
The only way is up. Woo!
Yeah, I love 80s music, sorry.
Yeah, I do too.
This one is one of my all-time favorite bands also. A Belgian band, so
Yeah,
not
world famous Belgian band.
Yeah, one of the only world famous Belgian
One of the
band.
only ones. Yeah.
From 2 for 2. Electronic body movement or something they called their style of music, but it's actually a darker new wave.
I found this one for you.
Yeah,
you were very
also,
happy with that.
Yeah, I was very. It's in horrible shape.
Yeah,
It's,
but still, because it's from 242.
yeah,
it's
I picked it up.
Worth more than €1 because
I looked it up on Discogs. It's
Yeah.
the only one. They sell it for 24, 25.
it's the only one. What do you mean?
The only one I looked up.
Okay,
of
sure.
all the
Yeah,
records.
I mean,
I really don't care about record price.
no,
I
but
just-
most front 242 and Neon Judgment and these sort
So
of
the
Belgian bands
bands.
are very expensive. They're very popular in Japan, and that's why the prices go
there's a
all
lot
the
of,
way up.
This is probably also the reason why we still found it that late in the day.
Because it was scruffed.
Yeah, it's
Because it doesn't look like a front 242 record.
yeah,
I
it's,
think I was lucky. Why did I?
it has mildew inside,
Um,
but the record itself is still in excellent shape. So that's the most important.
yeah, sure. Why did I?
Here's from 2 for 2.
That's why. Yeah, that's the only thing I saw because it's in very small fonts.
And this sleeve comes from another record because the sleeve that was on here was really horrible. It's just I just took
Yeah.
some random record and tossed it, and also stole this plastic from another record.
Thomas steals everything.
Woohoo!
Just ask his father.
And this one is also very cool. It's also it's new beat style music, so early house. I just bought it because it was a. You see a lot of records that are in color but never shiny, like clear
Well,
records.
I have one. The Still Dre from Bithead is clear.
But that's like 15 years later, or even, I
Yeah,
don't know.
the 2000. Yeah.
Then this one is for the wife. More Dirty Dancing.
Great commission as well.
Yeah, it's in, and she loved it, so that's pretty cool.
Finally, something she
I
loved
bought something
after
she
17 billion crap items.
Wait. And
Nice.
I bought Madonna
With an obi.
with an obi. Don't know which album this
Yeah, a
is.
non-Japanese obi. That's a rarity, I think. Normally, obis are always Japanese.
Maybe they were a bit more common in the.
Is it sort of like a remix? Ah, it's a remix. Yeah.
It's a remix album.
It's not a. It's cool that there's. Wow, where did you find this one?
Damn. So when I left Julian at the end of the day, I went to visit one more thrift store.
Why
here
didn't you
in
tell me?
Hoboken.
Ah, I could have joined you.
Yeah, but it was like I need to go there, you know. Like,
Hoboken.
it's really close by to my
You
place.
should have told me. I could have.
Yeah, okay, but so I bought this
Wow,
single.
one of my favorites.
Yeah,
An excellent condition.
and I was going to give it to you.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Because I don't buy maxi single. I
Oh
thought
yeah, that's
Julian
great.
will really like this one, and it's in excellent
Yeah,
shape also.
yeah. Do you want me to give you €2?
No,
Thank you.
I want me to give you the box Aladdin.
You will keep repeating. Thank
Another great album, Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I love rock
I
and roll.
love rock and roll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Also in all these, the ones except for the front 2 for 2 one,
Yeah.
they're all in excellent condition.
I think I found this one for you as well.
Yeah.
I spotted this one.
You spotted it. And this is one of the few I haven't put up yet on my record player.
Blondie.
And then the cars,
Who's gonna drive you home
250. This one was
tonight?
probably on there because this is their.
No, it's on there.
No. I took a chance on this one.
Cool cover.
Cool cover.
It's apparently a very good movie too.
Yeah,
it's one of the earlier Michael Mann movies.
Yeah.
You know Michael Mann from Heat and The Insider and
that's why I picked it up.
Collateral.
Also.
Yeah, it's.
And I also
one of the best
knew
directors.
Tangerine Dream.
They've worked together quite a few times. There's also. Have you ever heard of the movie called The Keep?
Yeah. It's only on Laserdisc.
Yeah, it's a very famous Laserdisc only and VHS probably.
Yeah, probably. In Betamax maybe.
And Betamax maybe. And it's a movie I want to see, but it's very hard to see because it's never been released on DVD.
Well, you probably can download it.
Yeah, illegally, but
Julian doesn't do that.
No,
of course. And then this is the last record I picked up. New Beats. Take 3
Okay.
from AD Sounds.
Is it something Belgian?
It's something Belgian.
Oh, yeah,
it's compiled by Maurice Engelen, the very famous singer of Lords of Acid.
Yeah, and also the songwriter from Praga Khan.
But I think for the international audience, I believe Lords of Acid.
Yeah, Lords of Acid is more famous.
More famous internationally.
Yes. They were very big in America. Very big.
So this is the new style of music.
This is a new style of music.
This is probably the only music that is invented in Belgium.
Yeah, New Beat.
New Beat. This year it's 30 years of New Beat.
Wow.
They're releasing also
a compilation.
6 CD compilation and a book and everything like that. So
also on vinyl.
Probably also online. I don't know for sure.
$17 million.
But I haven't put this one on.
So
but
take 3. So maybe there's also take 1 and 2.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna check the
Maurice
camera.
Engelen. So funny.
Still turning, yes sir.
Ascot. Cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I've never seen this one before.
Because
is anyone at all famous? Let's see. No.
I know nobody. So.
Suck the beat.
So New Beat Minds.
Beat professor. The word beat is very popular. To the beat.
To the beat. But it's also I think it's pretty early. I saw a date.
There should be a date maybe on the record itself.
Whoa, watch out. He's always...
No date.
No date. Maybe I looked it up online or something.
Should be a date.
Subway Records.
I'm very curious. Is it any good?
I haven't put it on yet.
Okay.
I bought so many records that I didn't even find the time to put them all on.
Tough life. Tough life.
Tough life. So... I'm just gonna finish up and then you go, maybe. So, together with Julian, this wasn't part of the Retroday, but we saw a Wii U game in between the DVDs.
It wasn't part of the Retroday?
No, it was just a normal store item, I think. $175.
It's a great game for a Wii U game. Great price for a Wii U.
And I think the disc is immaculate, so...
Probably someone who got it as a gift.
And so I have a Wii and no Wii U or something.
Some grandmother who gave him a Wii U game.
And we also found a lot of He-Man figures, but they were all priced at €6. This was the only one who was $2.50. So $2.50. I initially thought it was a bootleg because it wasn't a figure I was familiar with, but apparently it's just a regular He-Man figure from the first series called Merman. And he's missing a little piece here and his sword.
He's missing his piece?
His little cut piece. So, and this is what I find amusing about the thrift stores. Like, they know the He-Man figures are expensive, so they put €6 on it. But this very cool He-Man vehicle was just sitting on the shelf for $150. No, I mean, not part of the Retroday, so I picked it up, of course. There's only the rocket
missing. Where did
missing.
you pick this up?
Also in Hoboken, where I found Skitman Jim.
So you found a lot in Hoboken?
2 things. No, I think one more record also came from there. And this is the first He-Man vehicle.
Are you gonna break it, Thomas?
Yes, I am. And you can take it apart and then you have the hang glider and the cannon separately.
Okay.
But it's... yeah. So Man-at-Arms can fly around while He-Man controls the gun. Pretty sweet. So, what did you pick up on Retroday, Julian?
Yeah, as you know, I'm super broke, so
super broke.
I was planning on not buying anything in 2018,
Okay.
but then you convinced me to buy 2 things.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the sound of C. This is a new style of music.
So I got the Maxi Don't Stop Till You Get Enough for €1, and the Maxi Beat It. So yeah, that's a nice price, I think.
Yeah.
And
one a piece, I think. You know?
one a piece. So 2 for the 2. And luckily I still had a coupon.
Sure, it's true.
I didn't really spend anything. So
No.
in a way, I could still say that I'm that I'm still okay for 2018.
Yeah.
I paid the €2 because I had a €2.69 coupon.
Coupon.
So I still have 69 cents worth in the thrift store. The weird thing about this Maxi singles is well, first of all, they're 33 rounds per minute.
Yeah.
Normally they're 45, and they only include 1 song per side.
Yeah.
Which could be done on just a 7-inch single. So
That's
I'm really
just,
not sure what the added value is here.
Lay mastery, I think.
On both of them. Both of them just have 1 song on each side. So I'm really at odds. If anyone out there knows what the practice is, why would you even release a maxi single with just 2 songs? I mean,
in 33.
Yeah, this...
Because you do 45 for the better sound
quality. So
they don't do it.
You actually, when you buy the 7-inch single, which is a lot cheaper, or which was a lot cheaper back in the day,
it would be the same quality.
A better quality,
better quality,
and the same amount of songs. So why? But of course, I like Michael Jackson, and I eventually.
I need to pick everything.
I don't need, but it was good quality. And also there was like this weird guy who was buying everything, and he was
like, "I'm gonna sell this all on discount."
Yeah, and he was eyeing everything. So I thought I can't.
But he was
I can't
really
let him
like,
grab Michael Jackson.
These prices are crazy. I'm gonna sell everything. Like, okay, dude.
He was being a little too enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Maybe if he found these 10 years ago, then he could have maybe profited from the boom in vinyl. But nowadays everyone is buying and selling vinyl. So
also the condition on the disc he took was not that great or anything. So.
No, it's rare to find. These are not in good condition either. But for €1, it's okay.
It's okay.
Your Scatman John is excellent. Of course, that's also €2. So
€2. Well, you have Opnieuw & Co, which is the better chain in thrift stores, I think.
But there's only 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, there's only 4 or 5 of them, and they just have a flat rate. Video games €2, vinyl
Records,
€1. And in the actual thrift store from Antwerp, they didn't do this in the past, but now they look up everything. Like the records are priced individually.
It's a sad
shame,
practice.
I mean, I don't mind if they ask €2 for everything, but the one you see a pretty cool record and you turn it around, it's like 15. Okay, I'm not paying that in a. I wouldn't even pay that in a record store. So.
Yeah, I would. If it's like the last Springsteen album I need, I would gladly pay 15. But
of course, but then you know the condition is good.
Of course.
They didn't check these things. They just look up the prices online and sticker.
So that's all for today's episode.
Yes, indeed.
We'll
see you guys later for the aftermath of the thrift store, the Retroday.